Hello friends and adventurers, and welcome back to Sally Cat Plays Exile 3, Ruined World. And my triumphant return to Fort Emergence with the Orb of Thralny. You tell Anaximander you recovered the Orb of Thralny. He nods in approval. Our opinion of your skills improves. We've talked it over, and we believe the orb may do a lot more good in your hands. Just try to hang on to it. Aw, yes. I get to keep the Orb of Floaties. Someone in my comments used that term for it, and I love it, and I am stealing it. I want to see if Levy has anything to say about the subject. Holy Sphere, the only artifact known to give the power of flight. Gone now. No, it's not. I have it. I brought it back. Haha. Doesn't matter now that you've recovered it. Well done. We've authorized you to keep it. Use it well. Oh, I will. And while I'm here, allowance please. Hardly need it, but still. And I've not done anything to merit a reward beyond the orb itself. Now, I'm coming back to this after a relatively long break from recording. It's currently that week between Christmas and New Year's where I barely know what day it is. Right. I think I left the horses around Lorelei. So it's time to pay Ernest a visit and do some teleporting. Okay. Also, after you steal the book and get teleported into the fiery lizard pit, Ernest is actually cool with us now. We've been punished. And forgiven. Okay, that's Shader, Sharamic, Lorelei. I always forget which order these things are in. Okay, Lorelei is still good. And there's the horses. Although I did kind of want to check Shader for any 5th level spells that I might have missed. It's not a long walk. I'll go do that. Ooh, it appears Sharamic has been damaged. Also, I think I was saying Shader instead of Sharamic. Again, I'm just going to blame any mistakes I make today on it being a few days after Christmas. I have forgotten the meaning of time. This hastily erected building is where the troglodytes Sharamic soldiers captor waste away while awaiting torture and execution. The smell of rotting garbage and rotting prisoners makes you feel ill. I think this might be new. I sure don't remember it from previous explorations. Yeah, it got some cracks in the wall here. Library is about the same as it should be. Ooh, the door recognizes me and unlocks itself, just in case I ever get a new party member that doesn't know Dispel Barrier, I guess. Yeah, Sharamik seems to have suffered at least one major raid here. I don't feel like actually going in to explore the troglodyte holding cell, so I'm just going to skip over the rest of the exploration. Alright, town explored, again. Looks like everything important is still around, a few more cracked walls, and I did find a troglodyte hiding up in the corner here. But otherwise, things are pretty much fine. I did get a couple more spells for Steven. Not that I ever plan on using Summon Host, but Dispel Fields I might, perhaps, maybe someday. I've got all the mage spells that I can get here already. So let's head back north to the Lorelei area. This time I'm going to try taking a somewhat shorter way back. Okay, yeah, way shorter if you ignore the road and just go through the wild wilderness. Let's see. Lorelei is capital of Midori province. I think what I may do is explore some more small towns after all the excitement with the dragons and the Orb of Thralny in previous episodes. Yes, I will let myself be searched. And how convenient, I find a patch of unexplored territory right here to dig into. This is the Valley of the Giants. Humans go back. This unfortunate farm became a rock-throwing practice range for the hill giants. It's hard to tell that there were buildings here. The structures are buried in thick piles of round, head-sized stones. When giants destroy something, they're thorough. I did see a town up there, but I am intrigued by this large wall. You move through the gap in the massive wall the hill giants have erected, and come face to face with a bunch of guards. Alas, they were keeping a close watch on the entrance, and are alerted and ready very shortly after you appeared. They don't seem ready to attack right away, however. They just stand there, in position, waiting for you to strike first. Alright then, I will. The hill giant guards, bored by long, tedious stints of guard duty, are more than happy to break the monotony by fighting some humans. And they've got wargs with them, it looks like. Wargs, hill giants, shamans, and fighters. This shouldn't be too interesting of a fight. Okay, not too bad. But I will take a rest. I seem to have discovered a lair of some sort. Giant's Forge. Interesting. Maybe I'll do this instead of exploring some of the smaller towns. Oh, blarg. Connie, let's have you cast a light spell. No need to... Well, maybe I will spend some spell points on Firestorm because there's a shaman right here. Actually, I don't think I've scryed a giant shaman. little level compared to me. Decent health, throws rocks, and does have 3rd level mage and priest spells, so he can be annoying, but not that bad to deal with. Okay, the rock throwing bit is going to get annoying over time. Both the fighters dies, but the shaman is still standing. Sure, why not? Yes, hardly worth a spell at this point. Well, now it's worth a fireball. Ah. Hello? How are you guys doing? I might need to get more bolts soon. Hooray! Death by 1,000 cuts, or half a dozen ranged weapons. Something like that. And I started to see just enough enemies running around. Might be time to pull out some bigger guns. I still really hate enemy ogre mages. Also, I just recently learned that you can potentially use multiple arrow spells on the same target. No, it does not seem to be working. Off we. That thing is probably going to summon a demon on me. No, just Firestorm. Yay. I did not want to go back into battle mode. I wanted to gather up nearby treasure. So there's a lot of lava nearby. Oh, and giant blacksmiths. Oof, I could probably use some massive healing right now. I still don't have heal all. I need to fix that eventually. Some food, some gold, stick, rock, and garbage. Might be time to buff myself again. That doesn't look like it's... Oh, no. It's just because the map isn't keeping up with me. Oh yes, please stand in the lava. I could make Stephen an avatar. In fact, yes. Hehehe. Stephen is now blessed, hasted, invulnerable, magic resistant, and I think the M is Martyr's Shield, which means that if something hits him, they will also take damage. Still miss having Shockwave. I don't know where you find it in this game. Don't have enough range on Wall of Ice. Do have decent range on Fireball. I just can't hit more than 2 giants at a time with it right now. Yeah. I get the sound effect, but I'm invulnerable, so I take no damage. And let's not repeat that with Garnet, who is not avatared. And for all that Steven is incredibly resistant to damage right now, he's still kind of pathetic at the melee. Okay, not that pathetic. Peridot, can you get the kill? No. Oh, probably because this isn't just a hill giant fighter, he's a chief. So I imagine his defense is significantly better than the fighters. Yeah, armor of 18, skill of 30, for whatever that means. Throws big rocks. Not just rocks, big rocks. And finally he goes down and drops some good loot, looks like. Oh, magic plate! And magic spear. Okay, so who's got room for ludicrous amount of weight? I'm definitely going to have to go back to town after this dungeon. Great Mace and Metal Bar probably aren't as impressive. More medals. Ooh, some of these weigh 20 and this one weighs 18. It is different. It might be rare, special, and valuable. Oh, Garnet is still diseased. Maybe I should fix that? And let's do a firewalk to check over here. Mysterious building. Does anyone have energy potions? Doesn't look like it. Humph. I need a ring of regeneration, but for spell points. Oh, it takes 8. Ugh. Maybe I should come back here again later. That's preferences, that's not priest spells. Oh, hi. I might have to use Firewalk to get over in this corner as well. Bad doggy. Looks like somebody's come back from a raid and they are not pleased. You know what? Stephen's got a wand of fireballs. Let's use that. And Garnet has a spell of Firestorm, which... yeah, that's useful up here. Okay, the bow with weight of 1 is probably that cursed bow of Cag. I'll pick it up just for fun. At least I'm able to somewhat make up for all that long waiting. And yes, I see you there, Warg. What's this? This is the west end of a very long, natural subterranean hall. Torches line the walls for as far as you can see. The floor has been worn smooth by many pairs of passing feet. Do you head down? For a moment at least. You hike down the long passage. There are only torches for a few hundred feet. The corridor goes on for miles after that. After a few hours, you come to another cave. You are at the entrance to the Caverns of the Hill Giants, a network of massive corridors and chambers, located in a region of considerable volcanic activity. The caves are humid, and filled with the smells of sulfur and rank, unwashed giants. From inside, you hear the bubbling of magma, the chipping of stone clubs being carved, and the chanting of shamans. Bits of rubble and crushed basalt are everywhere, as well as a disturbing number of bone chips. Now entering lower caves of the giants. How about that? Oh yeah, there's a few fighters here. Oh, right. Steven still has almost no spell points. Slight problem, that. Can't even cast a Curse All. And naturally, the giants will carry some giant shields, which I don't feel like picking up. Chamber of the Great Serpents, all hail and bow before them. Yeah, that sounds like something I don't want to deal with right now. I think I will trek back to the forge.